Hello, is there anybody out there? Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. You are live. The internet can stop using your console. Okay, lapse time. Oh, people watching. We got 3 people watching. How are you doing? Sorry, we're getting a little bit of a technical difficulty type thing started up here, and I'm right now trying to look to find out where the comments are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say something here. Who is here? Who is here? Okay, somebody answer. 3 people watching now. Let's see. Okay, let's see who these 3 people are. 3 people, can you hear me? If you can hear me, type something in. Tell me who you are. Say hello. Okay, now we got 5 people watching. Hopefully, let's see the dang. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a little bit of a time delay there. But, okay, let me see. Put on my, get everything ready. Oh, shit. Ow. Wow, wow, wow. We got all our lighting going right now. Let's see, I gotta get this light. Going just right. Let everybody know I'm going live. I see we have 5 people on board right now. Hey, will anybody? Yes, try. Hey, yeah, buddy. Okay, Jesse. Jesse. Can you hear me? I mean, I don't need to be able to hear myself. I just need to know if y'all can hear me. And Jesse, thank you for chiming in there. I see that y'all are like a few seconds behind me as far as like the delay, and everything like that. But that's all right because this isn't, this is live conversation, obviously, but it's kind of a one-way type of deal. You can see we've got the lights set up in our studio. We've got everything go. Oh, let's see. Okay, kick it. Oh, hey, Jesse, thank you. Yes, so Jesse can hear me. So that tells me anybody else of a whole list of 4 people that are watching right now, y'all can hear me. Let me tell you, I got one thing. I got one thing to tell you, you people, right? You don't know. You don't know, huh? That's it. So don't act like you do, huh? That's it. All right. Get some cameras going here and redo the intro. Hey, man, y'all stick around. We're going to start messing with fire. All right. All right, let's see how many people we got on the show here. Ooh, we down to 3 people. We're losing customers. Quickly, we're losing customers. Oh, there goes Gunter up the stairs, huh? Wee! Now you see what we got right here, huh? You see the magic machete, huh? What's up? Yeah. Sure. Because there's not many people on here, I want to at least celebrate the 3 badass people that are on here right now, huh? That's it. That's it. Oh! Look at that, huh? Oh, it's just now playing right now on my little video. That's where it's got a little bit of delay there. Oh shit! Oh, damn! Oh man, I can't even hardly get this thing off here. Oh fuck! Damn, that hurt. Oh shit! Ooh, killed my leg on that. Man, that thing was in there for real, huh? It wasn't trying to come out for nothing, was it? So anyway, I'm getting some indications right now from Jesse that y'all can hear me. Welcome to the show. You don't know. Don't act like you do. Because then you won't like it. What happens to you? That means you don't know, huh? Being reported right here by Anthropos. I'm one of the meanest motherfuckers in Texas. You can believe that, huh? That's it. Just ask Miles Johnston. He'll tell you. Speaking of Miles Johnston, I was terrified, disheartened, and just pissed off to see these people attacking Miles Johnston on YouTube. A bunch of damn cowards. I hate that shit, man. I hate it. You know, Miles Johnston is, let me tell you, first of all, those allegations that are out there are just totally groundless, baseless, and asinine. Asinine. They don't even make sense, the accusations. Think about it. It doesn't make any sense, does it? That's bullshit. Okay, now, you know, so right off the bat, you got baseless allegations that are just of the most wildest thing that you can concoct. It's the absolute, you know, opposite of the truth. Shit pisses me off. Anyway, Miles Johnston is a beacon of humanity. Are you listening to me? He's a beacon of humanity. He's done more to help the world than just about anybody that's out there. And that's the damn truth, huh? You want to know the truth? That's it. I'm telling you the truth, huh? So listen up. Miles Johnston is an all right dude. You ain't got to like him. You ain't got to like everything he says. You understand me? But man, it's nothing has ever been shown to me how Miles Johnston has done something wrong. Maybe he might have done something that somebody didn't like or their opinion didn't like it or something like that, but that's all right. I mean, you know, you put yourself out there in the public eye, that's going to happen, all right? That is going to happen. But these baseless and groundless and asinine, yes, asinine, allegations against Miles Johnston owning certain like nasty websites or something like that, it's a bunch of BS, huh? And down here at Basis, Texas, in the fist-fighting state of Texas, we don't cut for that shit, huh? That's it, we don't cut for that. You can believe that, huh? Now, while we're kind of on a rant, kind of in a rave, showing a little bit of dissatisfaction with certain people, places, and things. Oh! Let me see if I can. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that shit. That thing went up, man. That dang thing went in the log for real, dude. I mean, you can't even, look, you can't even, barely break it off. You could put, this is a big damn log, man. You hate to get hit in the head with this son of a bitch, wouldn't you? Oh, oh, shit. All right, so right now we're talking about the detractors of Miles Johnston. And let me see, these are some low, yellow-bellied cowards that are out there talking smack on Miles Johnston. I don't cut for one of them, huh? But I'm not going to, rush to any things like what I did about a week or so ago, which I completely stand behind, and that is my challenge. My challenge to James Rink. James, you out there? You listening, son? Get your ears on, good buddy. Breaker 19 to James Rink, huh? Come in, James Rink. You old rinky dink. I'm going to whoop your ass, boy, if you decide to get in there in the ring with me on a sanctioned fight. Not an illegal street fight, but a sanctioned fight. Done with sportsmanship and integrity and with no threats intended. I'm going to straight whoop your ass, huh? If you agree to get in that ring with me and have a sanctioned fight with the referee and everything, huh? Bare knuckle fight. 3 rounds, MMA style. That's it. Think you're ready for this, Plum? You think you're ready for this? You ain't. You ain't ready for this, huh? Oh, you ain't ready for this. Now we're trying to get more people on the show here. Oh. We're going to stay right here in the camera's eye and make sure I want to do a check down here and make sure everyone can still hear me. Lights, camera, action. Yes, there hasn't been anything said about Miles in past. Who is James Reek? It's not James Reek, it's James Rink. Let me put this on here. James, that's a good question, Jesse. I'm really glad you asked that. James Rink. James Rink, the supposed super soldier. And when I say supposed super soldier, this is because he's got a website called Super Soldier Talk. I mean, isn't that, original? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it here. Super Soldier Talk. Talk is, let me describe Super Soldier Talk. Super Soldier Talk is a gay website where people get on there and act like they're a real man. And the main boy who does this, James Rink, who's the host of the show. He's a little gay boy. He's a little suck boy. And there's even a cute little video of him doing ballet. Doing ballet or booty humping, dancing with his, his compatriots there at the dance school. He's the only guy, of course. It's a bunch of, booty shaking ladies, getting down, practicing their craft, doing, artistic stuff. And then James Rink, fucking dumbass, sitting there shaking his ass, like he goddamn a woman or something. Stupid motherfucker. Come on, trying to convince me this guy's not gay. I mean, yes, he supposedly has a girlfriend. You know what I mean? They've had pictures of her on. She's all right. She's probably just a paid model. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. There's a lot of times you see me on these promos and these trailers and stuff like that. And I'm like just with this awesome babe, or like Kimber Reed, who was just here, former Playboy cover girl model. People assume, yeah, you know how it is, and especially guys, how they assume stuff. Listen, man, this shit is for the most part professional. You know what I mean? Any just badass banging chicks you see on here are getting paid, right? I mean, it's not like, but don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not going to say dating because we're actually best friends. And anyway, there's been a little bit of trouble lately, but yeah, I'm actually, let's just use the word dating. All right. I'm going to tell you the truth. And the truth is I'm dating one of the most beautiful women in the world. Okay. A 26-year Hollywood veteran, You know, she's a director of Hollywood movies. I mean, that's just it. That's my life. And oh, she's mean. She's mean. Oh, she's meaner than a box of rattlesnakes. I'll tell you what. Ooh wee. And sometimes I wonder if she even cares about me. But let me tell you, this motherfucker's so fine. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. You think you try to look down on me, saying, hey, he's putting up with this, shit from some chick because she's so good looking. And you know what my argument is to that? I ain't got no argument to that, huh? That's it. I ain't got no argument to that. What's up? You'd do the same thing if you were in my shoes. You know you would. Oh, so anyway, we're gonna look at some questions basically like in comments and stuff like that off of my YouTube account. Because I've got over 118 videos now, all of which, except for like maybe 2 of them, that were produced, shot, and filmed and produced by me, starring me, or maybe some other people too. So I got 118 of those now, and I just barely started a little bit over a year ago. So I'm cranking them out pretty fast. And now with this YouTube live streaming feature, obviously we're going to be able to put out videos much quicker. And I see we now have 6 people in the room, and that's kick-ass. The 6 people that are there right now, let me tell you, you're some of the smartest people in the world. And I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. You came here because you want to know the answers, not the bullshit, not the fluff that you hear other places. All right, I'm Anthropos, and I'm going to bring you the truth, huh? And I ain't going to candy coat it. I ain't trying to hear about that, huh? So we're going to go over here. Somebody commented once. They had a negative comment on there. They were talking about, say the way I talk, saying something about prison talk and shit like that. Fuck that, man. What the hell? What do you care about anyway, huh? I talk like that, huh? Have I been to prison? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember if I went to prison twice. All right. So, just look it up on my bio or something if you're that damn, curious. Just remember, curiosity killed the cat. See what I mean? Ooh-wee, you better be careful around here, huh? Ooh-wee. Woo! So, what we're going to do is I'm going to, we got some activity here. Okay, so here's what we're going to talk about. I want y'all to get a look at that. That's the comment section of a video that's, okay, y'all can't see that for anything. Let me see if y'all can see it like better like that. And I'm going to read to you what the video is off of here. Yeah, and I mean, right, you can't see shit. There, you might be able to see something. But anyway, the name of the, well, let me go over here to where it's at. But this is basically,
this one.
Here, just listen to it.
This one's a little bit more, it's a little bit more important than anything else that...
this fucking faggot right here is talking bad about Miles Johnson. I don't like that shit.
As you, as probably most of you are pretty aware, there is a guy called Miles Johnson from the Bases Project that has, for the past 20 odd years, been interviewing and getting stories and forcing topics, if you like, from targeted individuals on his basis.
Forcing topics from targeted individuals. He's accusing Miles Johnson of forcing topics from targeted individuals.
What he's been doing over the past 20 odd years has not been what the targeted survivor community needs. And I will elaborate on that.
This little punk right here, the dude who's talking on there, is a piece of fucking shit. All right? Because let me tell you, Miles Johnson is a beacon of humanity. He's done more for humanity and women and children and men than most anybody out there. And it just makes my blood boil to hear Miles Johnson's name talked down like that, and it has affected him. He's a man's man. You know, he's a strong, he's a warrior. You know, the peaceful warrior. But he has been visibly shaken by these attacks, which are just relentless and of the most asinine allegations you can even imagine. So terrible. I'm not even going to repeat them here. I'm not going to give these fools any airtime like this punk right here.
And why you should so adamantly stay away from that clown of a cretinous man who I have seen.
He's called Miles Johnson a cretinous man. I don't like that, huh?
Garbage,
especially
over the past couple of years. He has lied. I know he's lied. I know he's slandered people that I know. I'm not going to mention names. He is so full of bullshit. The bloke is definitely, in my opinion, some kind of disinformation type agent.
A disinformation type agent. What the fuck do you know, dumbass?
Airing the facts of what's happened.
Look at this little puppet of a man sitting there in his little undisclosed location, you know, putting out a bunch of damn videos talking shit on real men like Miles Johnson. I can't stand that shit. Oh, I can't stand that shit.
Dramatically, purely because I think people are waking up to the fact that the man is a dangerous man to be around. Not dangerous as in him personally, because he looks like a little Guinness swigging clown.
Oh yeah, you don't look like too much, buddy, huh? You want to get in here in the ring with me? I'll whoop you and James Rink at the same time, motherfucker. Don't fuck around, huh? You won't be around.
And then it turned out that he started backing out him and being really, really adverse towards the friend that introduced me to him, to the point where he actually contacted me by phone and tried to start turning me against this guy, my friend. And he also tried to convince me that to give him an interview onto his platform, which I readily.
Come on, man! Miles Johnson don't want to interview you. You know, punk.
Anything to do with him, his platform, or his disgusting mannerism, and what he has done, and what are the results.
All right, we got 8 people watching now. We got 8 people watching. Now let's see. What we're getting? Oh, look, Ramsey Phibbs is on here. Yeah, thoughts on why people don't group meditate much more. The term super soldier is a tad senseless. Ramsey Phibbs. People are compassionate, just need alien proof and evidence of mass pedo rings. Ramsey Phibbs played a show yesterday and collabed with a very nice gal. Moving soon, so. Huh. Okay, hold on. Ramsey Phibbs. Phibbs. Okay, you are moving?
For her own personal reasons. And not long after her final interview, she died.
Okay, now somebody died after Miles Johnson interviewed her, like he had something to do with it. Come on, man.
Not long after her involvement with Miles Johnson, round the field.
So, Phibbs.
In whatever way it went, whether it was.
You watched one of my shows yesterday?
That she was receiving, or through the connection that she had with Miles Johnson.
Phibbs, you watched one of my shows yesterday?
Absolutely despised.
And so, so I'm selling stuff.
His involvement with Mr. Johnson.
So what? I mean, so you're selling stuff. So in other words, you were inspired by the.
Max mysteriously was murdered.
Oh, cool. Who did you check out after our video? Was it
Michael Prince.
Was it
from his own words?
Was it Sethicus?
Because I actually saw the video that Miles Johnson's done about James.
Was it
Miles actually grasped James up?
Bobby
and reported to the
Bang Bang.
A case against, for some reason I'm not quite sure of the details, but I know it was some really, really heavy stuff. And
or was it
aka Michael Prince,
remote viewing?
A 10-year jail sentence after being reported to the police by Miles Johnson. He's now in a
kick ass, yeah. Bobby Bang Bang.
That has had so much bad stuff happen to her, bless her heart.
Bobby Bang Bang.
She's a,
Bang Bang badass.
Heartbreaking. she's got heart of gold. She's definitely pure heart. She's definitely. I mean, she claims to be
he had to knock his cousin's teeth out.
An abductee and all this sort of stuff. And I can't say anything against that. But all I can say is that she.
God dang, Bobby Bang Bang, did you really have to knock your own cousin's teeth out? Hell, I understand he's big though.
Anyway, rotten, stinking.
Now, hey, Michael Turner, we got Michael Turner in the room. Michael Turner.
You can pretty much guarantee that this.
Oh, Michael Turner, yes. How you doing, brother? Michael Turner, how are you doing?
Max Spears, James Caswell,
okay. This guy's just talking he's naming all these people in the conspiracy industry, you know, like Max Spears, James Caswell.
He seems to be getting very, very desperate for content to be.
Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? This guy's sitting here calling Miles Johnson desperate, and this guy's only life on YouTube is just to get on there and fuck with Miles Johnson. Huh? What a punk! I can't stand that shit, man. Miles Johnson's the ones who gave me my start in this industry, helped me get a foothold. You know, that's how I got that big interview on the Leak Project. It now has over 50,000 views. And of course, I think Rick Bear for that. Man's a fucking genius, man. Anyway, this guy, I can't really remember his name, but I'm thinking this is either one of the two prominent people that is attacking Miles Johnson, or obviously one of their lackeys. You know, just a simpleton living over there in England, merry old England, trying to, antagonize and attack one of his own, except a better man than himself, Miles Johnston, the beacon of humanity.
Sad.
I really can't stress enough how pissed off I am about this shit, man, because Miles Johnson, he's my homeboy, man. I like Miles. We talk. We don't talk that often. Obviously, he's a busy man, but he likes hearing some of my stories about my latest girls I've been chasing, or which one of them might have been nice, which one might have dumped me, or whatever might have happened, and all the new clubs and stuff that we go down to over here. And also my trip to Colorado and Utah about 2 months ago when I went down there to investigate the petroglyphs. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn this joker off. Okay, that's probably too loud. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But anyway, yeah, getting back to the investigation I did in Utah just only a couple months ago. Went down there to investigate the petroglyphs. And let me tell you, it was quite fascinating because these petroglyphs, they have been, I guess the code has been broken somewhat by a man. I'll give you his name here in a moment, but he's the main guy who went to decode these petroglyphs, which many of them were left by Hopi Indians. Others of them were left by other tribes of Indians. Some of the most famous ones followed the the trail of the conquistador. I don't think it was Debaca. I'm not sure exactly which one it was. I'll get that information to you for as well. But these illustrations clearly depict non-human beings, with unusual looking bodies. One of them is like an upside down triangle right there, like that. Very fascinating. Now the main guy who did this research on the petroglyphs. Let me get his name for you right here. This is the guy that cracked the code on petroglyphs. And of course, I've got many fascinating pictures of me next to the petroglyphs. Let me see what we've got here. I've also got some that have been run through some color filters that allows you to see the pictures, see them better. And really, I wish I had a better way to, put these pictures on here. But what I'm going to do is, let's see what they're, screenshot, let's see, IMG, okay, there are a bunch of IMG pictures, okay, so we'll go right here. Okay, got it. Now go ahead and send a couple of them to myself right here. And get them off the desktop. Okay, there goes the first one. Yeah, I can grab a few more of these to give y'all an idea about these. There's a place called Arches National Park where it has these big things that look like arches, and what they are, the sandstone has been carved away by the wind, literally over, you know, a 500,000 years or 1,000,000 years or something like that, just a long ass fucking time. And so it's made look some natural, what look like arches. And so I didn't realize that there was even a question about this until I had been up there, or just the idea that maybe these arches and other things, caves that have been carved out from the rock wall, maybe they're not as natural as we have in the past thought they were. I mean, one of them, the one that I'm going to show you, the Corona Arch, I mean, it's huge. And, you know, I can give you a perspective of it once you look at the picture, because there are some people on there. They're so tiny you can barely see them. And so anyway, we're going to have a look at those, and hopefully they'll, yeah, it looks like we got some coming up on my phone already. Let's get over here to the old Gmail and look for them. Let's see if I'm on the right. I think I'm on the right. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we'll be on the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Now we got some pictures I want to show y'all. These are pictures that were taken either by me or my companion that was on. This one was actually taken by me right here. And I don't know how good you can see that. And I don't really know how to put these on YouTube streaming. There's probably a way to do that. That'd be much better if I did that. So let's get back here and see, get on my dashboard. Add stream info. Optional features, go live. Yeah, we're doing that. Oh, Michael Turner, he misses Max. Yeah, don't we all? Okay, so we're going to see what people are saying in the comments section. Okay, so who or what do you think these non-human beings are? Okay, well, I've got an answer for you on that. And the answer is, oh, stream health is kind of down a little bit. Ooh. Let's see if I can put a picture in there. Let's see. Participants, pop out chat, toggle time steps, send feedback. Okay, now I'm going to say something right here. And then, can you hear me? Just good. Can you hear me all right? Yeah, I'm really grateful. Oh, look, Josh Paulton is speaking up along with Ramsey Phibbs. Ramsey Phibbs says 5DS plasmas, Plegeran, maybe Pleiadian, whites, arcs, mantids, so many smart humanoids helping. I'm not sure who they're helping, but that's Ramsey Phibbs' comment. And now Josh Paulton sends a little smiley face with a kind of like a little wink on it. It says, who or what do you think these non-human beings are? Now, let me just go ahead and jump to that right quick. Many people think that they are the quote-unquote ant people. The ant people who from the Hopi mythos, or the Hopi creation myth. And remember, myth does not mean pure fiction. You know, actually, most of what we're told is myth are stories, maybe shamanic, or stories of a primitive nature, but that resonate and have truths involved in them if they're not all the way just together true. Just because they speak of fantastic creatures and stuff like that, we're so smug today in our, knowledge of, the universe and stuff like that, that, oh, this is real, this isn't real, and all this shit. Let me tell you, man, it's just getting turned up on its head. Science, or should I say scientism? Science is always accurate. Science is always true. Science is not what you see, what they're telling you is science. That is dogma. That is dogma. That is saying things that you know are not right because you're a scientist. So, they're controlled through a university system. They're controlled through grants. Is there, everyone wants to know why would these experts lie about this shit? Because they want to eat. Okay, they don't want to lose their grant. They don't want to lose their tenure. They don't want to lose their place at the university. I come from a family of university educators. Okay, my grandfather was the dean of the college, the government school of government at Texas Tech University. His father was the founder of Stephen. I'll think of the name of that university here in a minute. It's I'll think of the town that it's in too. Now let's see. Psi essence and science, ability to hear. Psi essence. Oh my gosh, Ramsey Phibbs. Let me find out you're into etymology. Psi essence and science, ability to hear. Now, are you talking about the ability to hear? My ability to hear? In other words, that maybe I hadn't caught that play on words there, that psi essence, or just in general, that people need to listen up. And Ramsey Phibbs, yeah, okay. I see just about everyone that we got in the room right now is a smart, either smart to pretty smart to damn brainiac. Oh, you can see the painting on my wall? What? Oh, that's the Virgin of Meek. I bought that in Peru. I'm not going to pay how much I paid for it, but I mean, it's an original, and I paid hundreds of dollars for it. And it comes from a well-known artist down there. And that's the Virgin of Meek. And I was like, the Virgin of Meek? I mean, what's that? And I kept asking him. The guy kept saying, Meek, it's the Virgin of Meek. And then I finally understood what he was saying. He was trying to say milk. It's the Virgin of Milk. You know what I mean? So obviously, and then there's the little, the boy in, swaddling clothes, the baby in swaddling clothes, Jesus, baby Jesus. There, looks like he's, fixing to latch on to the boob for the milk. But if you will look a little bit closer, just a little bit closer, I think you'll see some other detail. Oh, here we go. Okay. Y'all see this picture, which is the Virgin of Meek. The Virgin of Meek actually is the Virgin of Milk. You see there's a proffered breast with a boob on it, with a medium to small, I'd say small size areola, if that's a pronounced correct word for this. Obviously, she's a very beautiful virgin, having to do with the virgin birth, either the Virgin of Carmel or I think she's the Virgin of Carmel. Here in Texas, it's the Virgin of Guadalupe. And so it's really, if you're going to understand Roman Catholicism, you've got to understand that there are different emanations or different aspects of the Virgin Mother of Christ, Mary. There you go. And so this is, and I don't know, she's obviously related to Mary, parallel with Mary, something like this, but it's the Virgin of Del Carmen. So obviously that's a place down there in Peru where they had some type of miracle happen. All right. Hey, good bringing that one out there. Good work on that one. I'll have to start putting more pictures behind me, huh? That's it. I'll have to start putting more pictures behind me. Ooh wee. Well, we got 12. We got 9 people. Now check this out. I do want to talk about this. Okay. Y'all are looking at some tattoos. Y'all are looking at some real tattoos here. Okay. Let me look at that. Okay, so yeah, that's a real. Oh God, I look fat. Ooh, now I got to straighten up my tummy here and make me look like Charles Atlas. But anyway, so here is a real tattoo. Now the deal is, we are now doing affiliate sales. And we're doing this because your favorite conspiracy channel needs to stay alive. Needs to, I have my own source of income, but the show has to live. It has to make its way in the world. And so we, from the very beginning, planned on selling products. And we've now gone through the whole process of getting affiliate manufacturers that work with us as partners, and we provide a URL. I don't have one for you here right now. And so, I don't do hard sales anyway, but I want to tell you about this one product that you can go to youdon'tknow.org. basistexas.org. And then you go to the Basis news feed. But actually, you can go to You Don't Know too. I just now remember that. But it's a product called Inkbox, and you just click on the link there and do some shopping around. Support your favorite conspiracy channel. Okay, enough on that. So anyway, yeah, that's the painting. It's from Peru. I need to get a frame for it. It's actually, I need to measure that motherfucker. It's so fucking big. Hold on a second. Well, anyway, I couldn't find what I was looking for, but I do have some. I'll show you here. Hopefully, we can spell something here. Thought I had an R. Let's see. Shit. Let's see if we got the R. All right, so here we might use these letters. Tell me what this spells, okay? I'm going to spell something, and then y'all write it up there on the screen. This is not a game, this is a test, okay? For very important encryption, okay? 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 Now somebody please write the word that I just spelled in the comment section there. Trust me, I'm not wasting y'all's time. This is very important. Oh, Sean Anslet. Sean Anslet has come on here and he says, "Brother man, I'm being honest. I describe you to my friends as the glue to the puzzle pieces. The information you put out seems to connect the dots. I binge watching your video. With that said, I wish maybe you could edit that one video with the clouds in it. I'm afraid people will see that and discredit you immediately, which would be awful because I truly believe in what you're saying." Okay, now listen, I'm glad you're saying this, Sean Anslet. And when you're talking about you wish that I would get rid of the video with the clouds in it because that might discredit me. I'm not sure what video you're talking about, but I've got something very important to say to all 10 of y'all that are in the room right now. If Sean Ancelet, if you're speaking about one of my Ghostlight Road videos that I filmed personally in one of the 4 different investigations that I've done down there, and I'm fixing to do another, all I can do is just give you my word and just give you my personal assurances. You're looking at something that is fucking out of this world. I mean, really, it's not out of this world because I think it's from this world. It's not from outer space. But this is not some kind of fake shit that I threw together. The Ghostlight Road videos. I mean, you can see something inside of there. You know, we weren't just play acting. I wasn't just acting like I was scared. I was scared. I get scared every time I go down there, but I keep going down there. And this is something that y'all might not know about, but this is in Texas, and it's called Ghostlight Road. And there's a sign set up by the state of Texas because the legend of this Ghostlight Road and the reality and the experience of this Ghostlight Road in Texas is at least 200 years old. Okay, I mean, this isn't just some new fad or something. And ever since there's been cars, kids from Houston have been going down there and necking, you know, doing their making out and stuff like that. And probably in later years, I guess since the 70s, been smoking some weed down there. What have they been doing? And every time we go down there, we see people down there, and it's usually not teenagers necking. It's usually like families or a group of friends or something like that. Maybe, you know, drinking a little bit, but they're going down there to see the ghost lights. The ghost lights are absolutely 100% real. I cannot stress that enough to you. There's been books written on it. A team of scientists from the University of Tokyo came down in the 80s to investigate it. There's many theories about it. Some people think it has to do with geothermal activity, like for instance volcanoes and shit like that. But apparently there are none in the area, so that's a mystery. You know, there's the tectonic stuff. You know, the geothermic and geomantic and every other word that has geo in it. Things are associated with the Marfa lights, and there is a type of fissures or what do they call them? Fault lines down there, you know, I'm pretty sure in the Big Bend area, which has a mountainous region. It's the most mountainous region in Texas, which is not a very mountainous state. But yeah, it's real, man. And the reason that video, some people have said that video looks fake, you know, whatever that is. I mean, yeah, we can all have eyes. We all might know what fake looking might be like, but what you're looking at on that video is not fake, and it's not fake looking either. It's just really, it's hard to tell what you're even looking at because the background is so black and the ghost lights themselves are so bright. There is such a dynamic difference, you know, a dynamic range, so to speak, you know, like how you have a dynamic range on your stereo. I'm talking about dynamic range in the visual aspect. Such a huge difference between the blackest black and the lightest light that the camera can barely reconcile that, you know. And it was a lens, a low light lens being used. Now, well, not a specialty low light lens for like scientific testing or something like that, but just the Canon company's regular, you know, low light lens. I have been down there to Ghostlight Road 4 different times. I've done 4 different investigations. Okay, the second 2 were with cameras. The first 2 were, you know, had cameras like on my phone or something like that. But I mean, that's about it. Maybe, you know, some 1080p, a little bit of video or a little bit of, you know, stills. But, you know, nothing major. And what we're using there now is, you know, regular DSL cameras. Let me show you real quick. This is one of the cameras, you know, that we use. I've got 2 cameras that are right there recording this right now. They were actually used for our new show that we started taping the first episode of it just a little while ago, and that's for the Gurleen West show. And the Gurleen West show, and I'm not getting off topic here with the Ghostlight Road. I mean, I am getting off topic, but I'm not, just changing subject. The Gurleen West show is a show that we're doing to basically sell products in the beauty and health industry, right? So, it's a long story how I don't even know anything about the beauty and health industry, but it gets back to what I've told y'all, I think, before about who's my bestie. Not really. She's my best friend, right? She's not my girlfriend or anything like that. She kind of has been on and off a little bit, for the last year, but officially that's not true, But yes, it's one of those friends with benefits type deals, and she is literally one of the most beautiful women in the world. How that can even be true, I don't know. I mean, I could prove it easily by showing you her picture, and she's literally one of the most beautiful women in the world. What's she doing with my ugly ass? I'm not sure. Maybe that's the reason I'm just her best friend, right? Instead of her boyfriend or whatever. But yeah, I don't get me wrong. Y'all know I'm hitting that shit, and here's, another embarrassing thing to admit about it. She treats me bad from time to time. She's mean, man. She's a mean fucking lady. But she's a lot of fun to be around, and I love her and everything like that. Hey, goddamn, just quit being so damn mean to me. Oh, way, I can't stand that. Ooh, meaner than a box of damn rattlesnakes. Oh, that's it. But not really as mean as these old cows they have over there in East Texas, down there by Saratoga, Cleveland, and I don't think Cleburne, but a bunch of little stupid bullshit towns around there. I'll tell you what, man. They'll know that you're not from around the town just because you're not wearing mossy oak camouflage. It's like every man and even younger, 18 years old, 18 years and older, and also 18 years and younger. Just basically anybody that's got a swinging thing between their legs, any man wears camouflage, like mossy oak camouflage. I mean, that's it. There is no style. There is no fashion. It's camouflage. You either wear a piece of camouflage, or you're gay, or you are, not that there's anything wrong with that, okay? Or you are from out of town, like me. And now I will have to say this. Interestingly enough, on this truck I bought to be my truck, it was a Dodge Ram, but I mean, it's a used vehicle. It's not that not. Hey, it's a Dodge Ram. It's pretty cool, It's just not, that new or anything. But it just so happens to have a mossy oak decal sticker package on it. I mean, and I don't even think that's, one that they put out or something like that. I think this is a custom job. It's got some big old, mossy oak stripes on it. It says mossy oak, it has some mossy oak camouflage stuff on it. So I thought that was pretty interesting, man. You got to have that too, even not to get lynched, in these towns like Saratoga and stuff like that. It just so happens I bought a truck that has that shit on it. So anyway, that was fascinating. But yeah, I like what you're saying because I needed to know that. Okay, wait, I need to get down here at the bottom because this is Sean Anselet says, yeah, I better have a, this is interesting. I missed some stuff. Oh, okay. So Sean Anselet happens to live somewhere near Ghostlight Road. He has shown the videos to his wife, and they are planning to go check it out. Well, that's fascinating. Hey, Sean, what we ought to do is maybe try to do some type of live streaming deal, where you can be reporting as a correspondent, for You Don't Know. It's just an idea. I just came up with that. Let's see. Oh, the one where I was holding pieces of paper with numbers on it. What about 007? Have you got that, huh? Oh, the one with the clouds in it. I'm afraid people will see that and discredit you immediately, which would be awful because I truly believe what you're saying. Okay, Sean, if you can, I thought maybe you were talking about the Ghost Light Road videos. Are you not talking about that? It says you were Sean Anslett says you were holding pieces of paper with numbers on it. With numbers on it. Oh, he's saying no, sir. So I think that means he's saying no, it's not the Ghost Light Road videos. Oh, most like, okay. Just like those videos are amazing, just like your information and life situation. Oh, thank you. Or life story. Yeah. It's been an interesting life, Sean. It really has. And I mean, it wasn't always like this, like it is now. It wasn't always like that, but it is now. And so Sean Anslett actually doesn't live too far from Ghost Light Road. So him and his wife are going to go check it out. Ramsey Phibbs says, I posted a topic in my astrology group about having sex on certain days to produce more psychic, I'm guessing, abilities in children. I got lots of negative comments from uninformed people. Astrology is fascinating. I don't really see anything wrong with that statement, Ramsey. I don't discredit you for saying that. Michael Turner agrees. He said, that's too bad, Ramsey. I mean, you might like to have a kid that, was in the NFL or plays professional basketball or wins the spelling bee or becomes a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. So what's wrong with, wanting to have kids that have more psychic abilities? I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay. Oh, let's see what everybody else is. Oh, Shug. My God is Yahweh. Shug. We got Shug on the line. I just now seen it. What's going on, Shug? There's my man right there, huh? Shug. Goddamn, he's my boy, man. He's a tough son of a bitch, man. He's living over there in that goddamn London and England. In England where it rains all the time. Oh, Shug. My God is Yahweh. Shug is a convicted Christian. And he's on fire for the Lord Jesus Christ. And let me see. Michael Turner says, gay means happy, for your information. Yeah, it does. That's fun. I don't know if y'all remember the old Flintstones cartoons. He said, Flintstones, we're the Flintstones. We're the modern Stone Age family in the town of Bedrock. And he goes on and on. And then it says, we'll have a gay old time. And I don't know when the American pop culture, the term, gay took on the meaning that we associated with now, but it must have happened sometime back then. Because they did change the theme song after I don't know how many years. They said, we'll have a grand old time. Yeah. Anyway, a little Flintstones program in there for you. Oh, let me tell you. We got this thing going here. If y'all notice, I've been sharpening it up just a little bit. You can see how shiny that is. I mean, that's not silver paint on there. I mean, that thing's sharp. Oh, it's sharp. Oh, it's sharp. It's sharp. It's sharp. Oh. So you can see it was sharp enough to go in here into this little log we got here. We got 12 people in the chat room now. 12 people. Okay, so we just now got Shug. My God is Yahweh. We were answering questions and comments from Michael Turner and from Sean Anslett. Oh, it was a radio show. The guy was on your show and you were on his. That's the video I'm talking about. Don't want to put you on blast, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, okay. I think you might be talking about you're probably either talking about Brandon Young or I bet you're talking about old C.W. Chanter. Yeah, you're talking about one of the shows I did with C.W. Chanter. Man, that first show I did with C.W. Chanter, I got on there I basically bullied my way on there. I just started talking a bunch of shit until they finally let me on the show. You know, because CW had been insulting somebody that I had respect for, maybe even Miles Johnson, you know. Somebody lambasted me the other day. They said, yeah, just suck it up, man. Oh, the goddamn Lone Star beers you're drinking, it's made by the Coors Corporation and whatever, you know, they get like 30% of the beer sales in Texas. I don't give a fuck, huh? Let me tell you, this is better than Coors. It's better than Budweiser. It's better than any of those beers. I don't care who owns it, because the truth is all those other beers like Michelob, Coors, and Budweiser are rice beer. They're made out of rice, okay? Now, I'm not bullshitting you. I've got friends that are in the brew industry, you know, and own, you know, breweries and stuff like that. Budweiser, Michelob Light, Miller Light, Coors, all that shit is rice beer made out of rice. This right here, Lone Star, this is a real beer. This is made out of, like, you know, hops, grains, all that stuff, like what we're told in the commercials are made out of. Now, so are they lying on these commercials? No. It's just when they're talking about their hops and grain and how proud they are of that shit, they're just not mentioning the fact that their beer is made with 90% rice. Might as well be a damn Madam Ching Chang Chow, huh? Trying to win the damn Chinese Revolution. Fuck that, huh? Oh, I can't stand that fucking rice. Now, if you're going to drink rice beer, just drink something with a Japanese logo or a Japanese label on it. Something like Singha or Sapporo. You know, some good beer like, you know, craft beer from Tokyo, like what I drank last time I was down there in Japan. Got bit by a monkey on the neck, huh? Hey, damn monkey. Oh, that pissed me off, the goddamn monkey. Yeah, we saw some cobras fight and a bunch of shit like that. I've seen some really interesting stuff in Thailand. It's a different place. It really is. You know, they've got temples with golden Buddhas in them, a temple with an emerald Buddha in it, and a Buddha statue about this big made out of a single emerald, if you can imagine that. Something else, man. If you ever get a chance to, you know, travel the world, Asia, go check out Asia on top of everything else. Now let's see what some of these guys have to say. Oh, Shug's wanting to know how many heads have I taken off with this one, with this machete here. Shug, I'll tell you the truth. I hadn't taken off any heads with that machete. All right? How's that answer for you? This machete right here that I was just showing y'all, I have taken off this many heads with that. 0. With this machete right here. Oh, that's the one right there. That is the machete that has taken off 0 heads. And that's the one you asked about. And so that's the one I'm going to answer you about. And let's try to not ask that again. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, Shug, that was a good question. Appreciate you, bro. All right, here we go. Oh, Michael Turner, beer and blades on bases. That's right, man. Here you are on Bases, Texas. We're doing some beer and blades. Yeah. Shug, we should name that machete. Yes, we should. Huh. Yeah. Texas pride is strong, man. That's what they don't get. That's what Sean Anslet's saying. Sean Anslet, I'm assuming who's from Texas. I'll tell you what. And there somebody's hot on the trail of David Wilcock over here. Man, David Wilcock, that little pussy. I can't stand that son of a bitch. I'll tell you what I'd like to do, everybody that's in the chat room right now, and now we have 12 people, which actually is pretty damn good. Actually, well, as soon as I said that, it dropped down to 11. But everybody who's talking or everybody who is on here right now, just put in the city that you live in. The city and, of course, the country or the state, you know. I'm decent at geography. You could probably put just the city and I could, you know, say the state. But I want to get an idea of, you know, we're building something here, obviously. We're building, you know, I'm building an audience and, you know, we are building a community. You know, maybe we're building an army. Who knows? You know, a 1,000,000-man army. But one thing for sure, we're a collective group of people who are at least of average intelligence, you know, i.e. much higher than that. And we're looking at some real issues that concern us, you know, and we hadn't been shut down yet. We hadn't been censored. We hadn't been hacked or anything like that. Okay, so Michael Turner looks like he's from Elk Grove. Ramsey Phibbs is from Rochmn. I'm thinking maybe Rochester, Minnesota. Shug is from Glasgow, Scotland, not England. Glasgow. Oh, that's got a hell of a history going with it, even going back to the Viking days. Glasgow, Scotland. That's where they did that. I saw on one of these shows they did this the bloody eagle on this dude. He had been like the king of Glasgow, but then he got taken over, or the tribe leader of Glasgow, that he'd got taken over by the dang, I guess the Vikings. So, but then he chased them off, but then they came back to get him or whatever, and he, vowed vengeance and all this stuff. And they captured him. They did a blood eagle on him. I bet you know what a blood eagle is, don't you, Shug? It's where they get you. They get you, they stick you like this with this damn whatever it is, and they stick it in there and they get your ribs and everything, and they just pull it open, that like you have wings. It's called a blood eagle. It looks like there's an eagle sticking out of your chest because it's all your bones for your ribs and shit. In other words, they cut you wide open while you're still alive. You get to see your guts and shit. You're looking down there at your guts. It's grisly, man. Yeah, that's what they did back in Scotland back in the day. I should know. I've got a Scot name. My name is Mahon. I don't say that very much on here. Not that I'm ashamed of it. It's we trying to keep things simple. Anthropos. That's who I am, right? I'm the star of the show. If you don't know, and also of Basis, Texas. Okay, and yes, that is a pseudonym. And I just told y'all one of my real names just because of how it related to the topic that we were talking about right now. It is not a secret about what my real name is because I wrote my book under Anthropos, which is my pseudonym. My book that's called My Family Created the National Security State, and in parentheses, no need to thank me. Well, I'm claiming to be related to this man that controlled every dime of the American defense budget for over 40 years, and his name is George Mahon. So, that's kind of when the clue comes out that really my last name is Mahon. And then George Mahon was my dad's uncle. And so, he single-handedly created the NSA, the CIA, the FBI, NASA, Operation Paperclip, the Manhattan Project, MK Ultra. I mean, you just go down the line. Majestic 12. He created that shit. These things are not fictitious agencies. We all know they're real. And was he a great guy? Was he a dastardly guy? Was he a villain? I don't think so. I think he was a great guy. I haven't seen anything to the contrary. But it's got to be pretty disconcerting, or losing some sleep at night, being the man who gave the approval of the atom bomb, right? Ushered in the nuclear age. Obviously not by himself. There's hundreds of scientists working on it. German scientists, which they smuggled over or brought over during Operation Paperclip. These are just the facts. It's also a fact if you go do a tour in the Capitol Rotunda, the Capitol building, first of all, you'll see a statue of my great uncle, and he's dead now. But he did have this distinction. There have been full-size brass statues of congressmen and senators up in the Capitol, the old Capitol building, for I don't know, I guess hundreds of years. But my great uncle had the distinction of being the first and only congressman or congressional leader who not only had a full-size statue of them built while they were still alive, but built while they were still serving in office. And that is, there has been no one other since then, or back then or since. Talking about an extraordinary and a remarkable man who said very little. You can go back to a lot of these transcripts and stuff like that, and what he was really good at was keeping his mouth shut. And so maybe that's why they gave him all the juice and all the ability to write the check. He controlled every dime of the American defense budget. I'm talking Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Navy SEALs, he created that shit. You know what I mean? Airborne Division, all that shit, man. He created all that shit. So, and in the book, Behold a Pale Horse by the late William Cooper, Bill Cooper. Bill Cooper, pretty much unarguably the number one best conspiracy theorist, writer, and everything like that, most successful, laying the seminal groundwork for what we have today as our corpus of conspiratorial-based work. I mean, obviously, many people credit Bill Cooper with bringing them up in the genre and stuff like this. Oh, no. He's asking, no, my uncle was not from Glasgow. It was a little bit further back in my lineage where we were from not only Scotland, but also Ireland too. Believe it or not, my real name, King Mahon, I was named after another great uncle, my dad's other uncle, Uncle King. That was his first name, but before that it was taken from a last name. So somebody had the last name King, and it became a first name for him, then for me. That's my first name. And then Mahon. Well, interestingly enough, and I guarantee you my parents did not know this, there is a figure from history called King Mahon. That's not his name. That's his title. He is King Mahon. His name is Brian Bourdieu, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but Brian Bourdieu, however you say it, basically the national hero of Ireland. The number one biggest hero in historical history of Ireland, Brian Bourdieu, basically the father of Ireland, who had the title King Mahon, which is my name. Well, I don't know why I brought that up. I don't. Oh wait, I don't. I don't know. I don't have any. I don't think I'm related. I mean, no, I'm not saying that I don't think I'm related. I don't know. I wouldn't know if I'm related to this person or not. There's been some genealogy work done and stuff like that. On that one, it wasn't. This is not somebody I'm related to. It's just that they, oddly enough, the name of their title is my name in real life. So that's all I got on that one. But no, my great uncle, he's from Lorraine, Texas. And before that, they were from Mahon, Louisiana. That's a town or a parish that doesn't even exist anymore. So, and I am a white man, okay, obviously. However, we think or suspect, or some people in my family suspect, that there's a little bit of American Indian thrown in there. I mean, if I was part American Indian, which I'm not claiming because I don't officially know this, but I mean, come on, y'all. There was a dark-haired lady with olive skin or whatever that basically couldn't speak English up there, great, whatever. Yeah, I'm probably like about 164th American Indian, something like that. Not trying to claim anything, not trying to at the same time, not trying to disown anything. Truth is, a lot of people from this part of the world have American Indian blood in them, and some more than others. It's just a fact. It makes for some interesting looking people. It makes for some beautiful people. And one of the most fascinating things that we're finding on the internet and in this conspiracy genre is the idea that the quote-unquote Illuminati is looking for certain kinds of people. Well, one of the genetic traits that they're looking for, supposedly, is a mix between Celtic or European and American Indian. So like Duncan O'Finian, the guy who's supposedly a super soldier, who's more of a believable super soldier to me than some of these later jokers. Wouldn't you know, he's part Irish or part Celtic and part American Indian. The girl who I was talking about earlier, who's a blue-eyed blonde girl who's one of the most beautiful women in the world. Just so happens she's part American Indian too. You don't realize it because she's got blue eyes and blonde hair, but she is a very unique looking person. And then once you get to studying her face a little bit, you see that yes, she's has very high cheekbones, exceedingly high cheekbones, and very I'd say a soft feminine face, but yet angular. Very you can almost kind of see the American Indian blood in her, except that her blonde hair and her blue eyes kind of just fool you, and you don't really see those aspects, and they're part of what makes her an amazingly beautiful lady. Yeah, right. Yeah, Sean Enslin, I agree, man. You know, NASA, come on, man. Give me a fucking break. NASA found organic matter on Mars. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah. Well, let's just jump in our damn, jump room and go check that out, huh? I mean, let's just give Andrew Basaggio a call. Say, hey, bro, we want to jump in your jump room and teleport to Mars and go get some fucking organic matter. Come on, man. I said it before. I said it on one of my other videos. I said, we've got too many problems in this world. Real problems. You know what I'm talking about? Scuttlers, black goo, chemtrails, corrupt leaders, worldwide corruption, and the mystery of the elongated skulls. And you're going to sit here and try to waste my time talking about goddamn Mars jump rooms? Fuck that, huh? Ain't no goddamn Mars jump rooms. You trying to hear about that? That's a bunch of bullshit. That's the same kind of shit that, James Rink is into. Oh, James, don't get me started on James Rink. Listen, has anybody sent him the right, methane gas? They found methane gas on Mars. Yeah, so that's where all the funding for NASA goes to, huh? It goes up in gas. It just goes poof. It just goes up in a methane gas cloud. It fucking goes to Mars. I'm gonna turn this air conditioner off. So let me ask y'all this, all right? This is what I'm going to ask the members of the chat room. And look, we got 10 members in there right now. And that's okay because y'all are getting in on the beginning of something big, man. Something that's going to fucking roll. Soon we'll be having chats like old Rex Bear has over at the Leak Project, with 700 people in the chat or something like that. Yeah, see, we said that and it just came up to number 11. Now, so here's the deal. Bobby Bang Bang. Bobby Bang Bang is on here. What the fuck? Oh, man. Yeah, old Bobby Bang Bang. Old badass Bobby. What are you doing, Bobby Bang Bang? Okay, now y'all listen. Here's the deal. We got, 11 people on here right now. What I would like to do, ask y'all a favor to do, is to write in the comments section on what night of the week would be best for you to check out the recurring show of a podcast like this, and about what time, okay? And please put it in Central Time. In other words, if you live on the East Coast, take an hour away. If you live on the West Coast, no. If you live on the East Coast, add an hour. If you live on the West Coast, take 2 hours away. And that way I can gather up some information, to find out when y'all are best able to join me here on this show. Take everything into consideration. Your kids' soccer game, PTA meetings, working late at night or stuff like that. I just want to get a small cross-section of the demographic here and see when we can have these shows, because we want to have, and this is a certain word here, we got to go in here. We want to have this and in our channel, and you need to have this on your schedule. And here's what it is. Okay? Read the word. Okay? There you go. There you go. And there you have it. Woo! Oh, Bobby Bang Bang, what's going on, brother? You been leaving those hillbillies alone, huh? You ain't been busting up any of those hillbillies, have you? Woo! A bunch of trash talking motherfucking hillbillies and goddamn fuck those punks, man. Oh shit. So anyway, I think we're doing pretty good here. We've been on the air for like about an hour and 22 minutes. Hey, we're up another person. We're up to 12 people. Now let me find out if anybody's put, times that might be good for them to do this show. Yeah, we're going to take over YouTube. You got that right, huh? That's it. Okay, so Suge looks like good time for him is probably the middle of the week, a Wednesday or something. Okay, Suge, I don't know if you saw my first streaming video, but it was a few weeks ago, and it was on a Wednesday, and I did it impromptu with no advertising or anything like that, and got 15 people in it. That was my very first time. So yeah, I'm liking Wednesday. Okay, and then Ramsey Phibbs says weekends sniff, which I guess means I'm not sure exactly what sniff means. Now Bobby Bang Bang, when can you do it? And then also we need to hear yeah, hey, I like that compliment. That's Sean Anselet. Okay. Sean Anselet was thinking Wednesday. Okay, so we got 2 Wednesdays in there. Yeah, all right. So we're getting some good feedback. That's pretty good. One thing that I'm not gonna say y'all don't hear me talk about it too often because it is one of my main topics, and that is a topic that we need to keep current in the front of our minds because it may be one of the biggest threats to humanity. And a lot is said about chemtrails, which looks like they're some type of nanoparticulates that can have the ability to get into our bloodstream and actually reprogram our DNA, possibly. Or in some cases, they're like tiny insects, like a little, insect, like a little mosquito that has like built-in cameras and shit on it. I mean, actually, I think that's more of a military application. The thing to keep in mind and to remember is there are different types of black goo. Different types of black goo. So it's literally a war of goo versus goo. What you gonna do, huh? Whatever you do, don't act like you know, all right? Don't act like you do. That's it. So anyway, the idea being on this black goo that there is a terrestrial black goo and a stellar black goo. Stellar meaning, coming from the sky, outer space, whatever you want to call it. And this is the black goo that supposedly comes in on meteorites. And they can take these meteorites and they put some alchemical process to it and get the black goo out of it. And then, but other places you might get black goo would be like from the Mother Earth, from the Earth. There's deposits of regular natural black goo. Black goo is the first internet. You see, that's what sorcerers used back in the day to communicate with one another or to report troop movements, enemy movements, having to do with warfare of the day. Using the black goo as a tool of espionage and also, code and sending messages, And so it makes you wonder, if they could see out of the eyes of another man, another sorcerer, what if they could excuse me. Okay, what if they could see through the eyes of animals? See what I mean? Like there's a crow or a wolf or something like that, and they're somehow able to see through the eyes of these animals. Or maybe even see through the eyes of an animal that's owned by an enemy commander or something like that. You'd really be able to see a lot if the black goo allowed you to see through the eyes of animals. This is something we kind of hear about with, wizards and stuff like that. But, another thing that apparently, that they could do with the black goo is one wizard talk to another. You're the wizard of Spain and I'm the wizard of Madrigoria or some shit like that. And maybe we have a temporary truce or something like that, or maybe we're cousins, who knows, But anyway, we're able to talk to one another because at some point in our life, we have been immersed or partially immersed or immersed our hand or arm or something like that into the black goo itself. And there's even some of these Marvel movies which depict, or TV series which depict people immersing parts of their body in the black goo, etc., which can supposedly bring you psychic powers, can maybe make you physically strong, make you impervious to disease, or it can make you jackass, stone cold, fucking batshit crazy. All right? Batshit fucking crazy. So I don't recommend putting the black goo on you at all. I recommend staying away from that shit. Oh, what's that sound there? Come on, Gunter. All right, all right, all right. I see we still got 10 people in here. Come here, Gunter. We're going to show you. We're going to have to find out who my true co-host is. Not my sexy co-host, but my true co-host. Oh, come here. Come here, Gunter. Come here, you little creature. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you've done such a creature. Now, Gunter, at least say hello to the audience. Woohoo! Oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Okay, now you go down there again. All right, y'all. That was Gunter, my sidekick here, who y'all's probably seen on my Ghost Light Road video. Yeah, man, I'm trying to figure out. I'm not sure who said it, but you know that I had a video that might discredit me, and it was a video with clouds on it. Man, I need to know which one that is. I wonder if it's one with Keith Anthony Taylor on it. Melatonin, it brings them. Uh, do you mean melatonin? It works as a melanin is what gives our skin pigment. It works as a transducer for photosynthesis. That's what Bobby Bang Bang said. Okay, Bobby Bang Bang said there's supposedly a connection between black goo and melanin. Okay, yeah, melanin is what, goes in people's skin, and it's something that's different between the races. In other words, black people would have less melanin in their skin than a white person would have. And the scientific fact of the matter is this melanin helps people photosynthesize, sunlight, just like Bobby Bang Bang said, which is the natural source of vitamin D. And so a person of more fair skin, I guess maybe what you call a white person, would need less sunlight to photosynthesize than a black person would need. And, if people try to, talk about this evolution and stuff like that, I don't, believe those normal ideas. But one thing it does do is, we know that a white man's not going to do as good in Africa as an African man, I guess because of the blazing hot sun and all this stuff. And conversely, before the modern day where we have vitamin D fortified milk, somebody with darker skin would not do as well in the northern climes because they could come down with a condition called rickets, which is basically weak bones because they didn't get enough vitamin D, because there is not as much melanin in their skin as the people that were lived there, were acclimated to that part of the world. So yeah, melanin, this is a scientifically valid point. Okay, I don't know who's crying up there. What am I using as a sharpening stone? Yeah, well, it's not really one of those. It's kind of one of those kitchen deals, but I mean, it's not made for kitchens. And one of them's broke. The most beautiful woman in the world, who's also just batshit crazy, she broke this. And she gave it to me, but still, she shouldn't have broke it because I owned it. But yeah, it's two different ones. It's called Spyderco. You buy a little the Spyderco deal, about $50, and it's a sharpening system. You have your coarse sharpener, which she broke in half, and then you have your fine one. So yeah, this is fine one. It's a lot like the ones you see in restaurants. Where the guy's fixing to cut the big roast. And he's over here sharpening it down. Let me tell you, these motherfuckers work. And I'm not going to show y'all right now because the garage is wrecked, but I've got a new grinding wheel. I don't know how many amps it is, or actually I don't even know how many RPMs. I don't think it's that high of RPMs. I think it's about maybe 38, almost 4,000 RPMs. But I mean, if you can see that knife right there, that motherfucker's sharp, huh? A sharp motherfucking knife. And just like this, damn, man. This thing went in there so deep. But yeah. I mean, you can see that shiny area on this machete here. I've been putting that, I've been putting it on that grinding wheel, huh? I mean, that motherfucker's sharp right there. You could just barely touch that right there. You'd be bleeding all over the goddamn place. Oh, yeah. You'd be bleeding all over the damn place, huh? That's it. You'd be bleeding all over the place. Shit, let me try to get. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we got the knife here, and we got the coarse sharpening stone. I sometimes go back and forth. I don't know if y'all seen my new switchblade. Switchblades are now legal in the state of Texas. Anyway, I think it's maybe upstairs. I'd have to run go get it. But it's the switchblade that you see me with in the video where I challenged James Rink to a 3-round, fight, bare knuckle MMA style, sanctioned fight, no threats intended, gentlemanly sport. I'll whoop his motherfucking ass, huh? That's it. I'll whoop James Rink's ass. That fucking little faggot. All right. Not that there's anything wrong with that. All right. Let's see here. Chaga mushrooms, and get this, human fetus eyeballs are the richest source of melanin on Earth. Melanin is what gives our skin pigment. It works as a transducer for smoke. Sean Ansel said smoke. Melatonin is an endocrine that we secrete when the moon's out. I did not know that. Interesting. Oh, melanin hypothetically. Oh, wait, we haven't seen this here. Okay, Sean Anslet says melatonin is a sleep aid. Bobby Bang Bang says it brings to man vampires not being able to go out in the sunlight, right? Well, supposedly reptilians or whatever you want to call them could use melanin to enhance longevity in this atmosphere. Fascinating, or it's hypothetical, right? That's what Bobby Bang Bang says. And then, okay, and then Ramsey Phibbs says, makes sense, Bobby. Shug says, in fact, what's the one, Lassie, that injects and get a tan? I think they're talking about melatonin. Yeah, melatonin as opposed to melanin. And Bobby Bang Bang says, melatonin is an endocrine that we secrete when the moon's out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, looks like it's 8 o'clock, actually. We're over there in England. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so yeah. Of course, you're fair skinned. You get out in the sun. You look like a lobster after you know, just a few minutes in the sun or whatever. Where did you get that chopper from, then? Oh yeah, yeah. They're banned. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they're banned. Right. Yeah, banned. But no, they used to be banned in Texas, but they changed the law to where you have these switchblades now. It's pretty interesting. I got the one I got it at an Army Navy surplus store. But one thing I do have over here, I have to do something off camera. So hold on a second. All right, so had to get a little peace of mind for our podcast here. Oh, we're back with 11 people watching now. We've been getting some very good comments and questions going here. Now we're talking about genealogy and stuff like that. Ramsey Phibbs says, "What about redheads, brown freckles, red hair, pale skin, natural rarity?" Yes, Ramsey Phibbs. It also happens to be one of the main descriptors of giants. And giants, as y'all know, being fans of the You Don't Know show, giants are an absolute reality. I'm not saying anymore. I'm not saying there's any giants alive in the world today. I'm not saying there's not. Okay. But we know for a fact that there used to be giants in the land, in all lands, because giants are spoken of in all languages, all fables, all supposed, mythologies, stuff like that. They're spoken of in the Bible, right? You've got Goliath, David and Goliath, and then many other, kings and stuff like that that were named, Gog and Magog and everything like that. In the Bible, we have indications to believe that they were in fact giants, and it says that about the Philistines, that the Jews, the Hebrews were, had to confront the Philistines, I think, and they said that we were like grasshoppers in their eyes. In other words, these motherfuckers were big, some big motherfucking Philistines. And another place where these giants are all over Europe, all over England, and all over Britain. Why do we have this story, Jack and the Beanstalk and all that shit? These are English stories, or, from the UK, basically. They could be Welsh, Irish, Scot, English, and other things like that. But these are stories that are, native indigenous stories to the island where the UK is now. Trying to be politically correct here, because there's many, you're dealing with different groups of people there, but there's also been intermingling and intermixing going on for at least 1,000 years, maybe more. So very interesting part of the world. They say, I don't know if this is true, they say that there's the largest concentration of Germanic people is in England or the United Kingdom. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true. I know London is pretty much like a melting pot. It's an international city of mostly finance. Try to grasp hold of this concept, that we don't live in a quadrary or quadrinary system, like a system like 4 north, south, east, west, 1, 2, 3, 4, earth, wind, fire, and water. Groupings of 4. We live in a one word tree. It's trinary, triplicate in nature, and so you have what example? Well, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Right? There's a good example. The Trinity. Right? Well, another Trinity that they have is somehow I think this had something to do with giants. I got going on my little speech there, and I forgot exactly what the fuck I said. It's a trinary. It's something about a trinary system, as opposed to a quadrinary or quadruple whatever system. Man, it's well on the tip of my tongue. Well, okay. In government, here's another trinary. You have the executive branch, and then you have the Congress, and then you have the Senate. You got those 3 groups of authority. I think that's right. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. I mean, I know for sure one of the 3 is the executive branch. This is the idea that the American president is up there. He's calling all these shots and stuff, which is a bunch of bullshit. He does what the fuck he's told. I mean, that's what they've all done for the last at least 100 years, not more. Even John Kennedy, who may or may not have got himself killed. Well, obviously got himself killed for whatever reasons, probably not meaning to, I'm sure. But he did something to displease the powers that be. And so, when me and Bobby Bang Bang were talking about on our video, and he's basically refuting the idea that the Illuminati, quote unquote Illuminati, can exist with, that's just a cabal of evil, greedy people, saying that that cannot be the truth. And let me tell you, I'm more than inclined to agree. I agree wholeheartedly, because I've always said, and I've always felt like, that you'll never understand these organizations or like the Illuminati or anything like that until you understand that it's not just a group of bad people. There may be a group of bad people. Who knows? There might be a good Illuminati. All right, let's not jump to conclusions, but we all know for sure there's a bad one, right? Whether it has a name, a national brand number, or ethnic, whatever it has, it's all of these things. But what it also is it's non-human intelligences. That's where you draw the line between conspiracy theorists that are like trying to see everything as banksters and, these guys are ripping us off out of money and everything like that, out of greed. And yes, am I trying to say greed is not real? No, greed is very real and is a very big motivating factor for a lot of these people who are not the innovators, but who are drawn into, like say political, office and shit like that. But it begs the question, when you even realize that there is this group and super group above it, that are involved in these things. When a lot of it comes down to what is the action of this Illuminati, and where does it differ from the action of the whatever false imprisonment system, the matrix, the holographic reality that we live in? When is it one thing and when is it the other? That's that's my question. I mean, if it's just all human on the certain ones that might just all be human. You know, somebody stole so and so's car, it had a body in it, or had a bunch of dope or something like that, and so they, needed it for the money or something like that. That's all people. That's all motivated by greed, sex, rock and roll, cigarettes, shit like that. It's these other type of matrix moves and stuff like that that happen, or where there's laws being enforced, or karma, or debt, or attraction, the law of attraction, where it seems to be a type of interaction with the matrix itself. What is the matrix itself? Is the matrix real? I don't know. But I have determined, after lots of observation and being a student of life and a student of the world for many years, many decades in fact, I have determined that through my observation, I can surmise, and I am perceiving what I think I perceive, and that is that there is a matrix-like aspect to the reality or the realm that we live in. I figured out that much. There is a matrix-like aspect to the realm that we live in. Notice I didn't say planet, I didn't say solar system, I didn't say anything like that. Milky Way galaxy, I said realm. What's the name of the realm? I didn't say that. I said the realm we live in. I specified which realm it was. I didn't tell you the name of it. I don't know the name of it. Earth? I don't know. But yeah, so these are, the dimension that we have access to, basically. Let me get my viewer back over here. We started coming from a different angle doing the show and everything, and I still might be doing episodes and stuff out in the garage. We've done some episodes out there. I'm set up there with a bunch of new logs and stuff to hit with my machetes, and I've got some decent backdrop back there, but it's just not really ready to make that move yet. I kind of like it here chilling on my couch. It was just literally a couple of hours ago that we had a Playboy, former Playboy cover girl or cover model over here, Kimber Reed. Oh my God, this woman is so beautiful. But she's fucking amazing, dude. I mean, she's a fucking Playboy model, for Christ's sake, back in the day. And anyway, I thought she was 32. I'm still not. Anyway, she's between 32 years old and 40 years old, and she has a lot of experience with makeup and stuff like this. And also, just so happens, well, of course, she was a model. Of course, not all models, know how to do makeup. So, as a matter of fact, I think probably very few of them do. But she is somebody who flips houses. So she's an entrepreneur. And we were able to shoot some footage with her tonight for her new show. The show that we're putting on, it's called girlingwest.com. And of course, there's fixing to be an associated YouTube site, but we've already got a website for it. It's girlingwest.org. We have girlingwest.com too, but I had to park it because we're getting out of this one service with these people. These fucking dumbasses that want to charge us too much money. So, truthfully, I think I should probably start putting together that video of the footage that we shot tonight, And once I end this thing here, this video will automatically end, and it'll be published as a live video, which time I'm sure I can take some files off of it, because I might put some footage from this in the video that I'm fixing to do that's going to show Kimber Reed. So I have to download a bunch of videos and shit now. Hey man, I thank y'all for stopping in. And please, don't hesitate to add comments in the comment section here of different topics you'd like to talk about. Also, we had talked about, I'm just going to have to go over some of this. We talked about some of the different episodes and some of the potential, perspective or whatever times might be. And I'd like to thank everybody for joining me this evening. I'd like to thank Suge. I'd like to thank Bobby Bang Bang. I'd like to thank Candy Wolf, Sean Anselet, Candy. Let's see now. Candy's asking a question. Have you been down that one road again? No, Candy, I have been on 4 investigations. Yeah, Suge, I agree with you. You're talking about that old CERN, Hadron Super Collider. Those motherfuckers. On the cool, what they're trying to do is take credit for the Mandela effect. Those motherfuckers didn't make the Mandela effect. Those fucking faggots over at CERN. That ain't what it is. And let me tell you, anyone who's heard me use words like faggots and stuff like that, using it derogatorily. Yes, you're right, it is derogatorily, but it is in no way an attack on gay people. I don't know if any of y'all have ever had any gay friends, or I'm not saying everyone's like this, but my good friend Steven over there in Washington State, practically every other word out of his mouth is fag this, fag that, and everything like that. It's just, I don't do it to make people angry at me. It's only like when I was telling that about James Rink and everything like that. It's like insults a man's manhood, because I'm trying to explain this to y'all. And so if you hit somebody on that level, you're more or less getting their attention. Because they gotta either put up, or just shut up and just be a pussy. So kind of throw that in, extra little tantalizing, tidbit in there. Do I think James Rink will accept the fight? No, he's not going to accept the fucking fight. Sanctioned or not, in the ring, whatever. He don't want none of this. That's it. He don't want none of this. Yeah. Well, it gets me fired up just thinking about it, huh? I mean, goddamn, huh? Old James Rink over there telling a bunch of lies like Corey Good and like David Wilcock. There is something I would recommend that y'all watch. I'm not saying I believe this, but Tara, a friend of mine, posted this on one of her, timelines having to do with the Facebook account. And this is a guy, I need to repost this video. I wish I could bring it up for y'all right now, because this is really a video that you really should watch. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Technical intuition. This is it right here. Okay, y'all.
Salut. Une traduction commentée d'une vidéo d'un Remote View à propos de TIA, le Blue Avian qui contacte régulièrement Corey Good. C'est donc Moksha qui fait partie d'un groupe qui s'appelle Technical.
That guy. Intuition. So what it is he's the guy that did some remote viewing to spy on Corey Good, to find out if it was bunch of alien stuff, or if this is even real. And sorry about that. What he found out is that, of course, Corrigan is not going to, Mars and shooting laser weapons and getting in a fight with other laser commanders and, stellar, space jockeys, and the like. Come on, man. You fucking kidding me? Anyway, but there is a very serious aspect to this, very hidden, occulted information, and that is that both Corey Good and David Wilcock are like in for penny, in for pound type of deal with some dark, malevolent ET groups, supposedly. I mean, I'm just hearing this. I mean, I never doubted for a second that they were on some major fucking mind control. Or maybe David Wilcock is just blinded by the money and the prospects for fame. And let me tell you, they've already got a hit show on Gaia. So, regardless of what you think of these guys, they've had some success. But I mean, there's a bunch of goddamn people going in the fucking, what's called disclosure in the desert, shit like that. People sitting around in goddamn lawn chairs and RVs and shit like that. Listen to these motherfuckers get up there in some fucking shorts, stupid looking shorts, and, giving their little, diatribe. Talking about the goddamn bullshit, huh? And just raking in money. I mean, I don't even want to bring that up too much because I'll sound like a hater. But listen, man, really, are you really gonna fucking watch? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm in groups like kind of secretive, like they're not like Facebook groups. They're like conversations, that anyone can start. How you put some people on on a message or whatever, and then it just gets continued. So it turns into, by virtue of the fact that it does that, it turns into like a little Facebook group, little unofficial Facebook group. Some of these groups have some fucking heavy motherfucking hitters in them. Like one of the ones that I'm in. Dude, tel qu'une mère lisant un livre à des enfants, ou des enfants regardant un film projeté sur un mur. Experiencers, both real and imagined. Donc je vais revenir au sujet des résultats du Blue Avian. Chills, I'm sure, probably. It's for sure infiltrated. I mean, you can't have a group with this many interesting people, myself included, and it's not just that they have tens of thousands of people or anything like that. No, this is a group that's limited in size. And the owner of the group has already limited in size to 20 people. And that's how many people it has in it. And it's like, I'm about like the only one that didn't know Max Spears. Émergeant dans l'espace et tirant de manière répétitive des rayons énergétiques en direction de l'objet fait main. These are experiencers, true experiencers. On est retrouvé grillé et hors d'usage. La boule de lumière blanche était essentiellement manipulée par un groupe de personnes sur Terre dans un bunker plus ou moins clandestin. I am in certain terms, although this is not something I push or anything like this, but I am an experiencer based solely on my experiences at Ghostlight Road. I mean, without getting into the different rituals, secret societies and shit like that, just talking about the experiences at Ghostlight Road, that's enough to say that, yeah, I've had some full-blown paranormal experiences when, in fact, just going back a few years ago, I had, so in other words, I went X years before having any type of paranormal phenomenon. Something very, not just relatively new for me. I mean, very new. I mean, the Ghostlight Road, I've been doing that for maybe 6 or 7 years. This whole, like, for instance, this Kundalini awakening I had last year. It's absolutely real. Absolutely real. There was a couple of good friends of mine actually got mad when I told them about this for different reasons. But this is a type of information that people cannot willingly or normally accept. Not all people, but some people. And this is the idea that people amongst us, such as myself, who have had either a partial or a full Kundalini awakening.
durant la guerre froide.
Assured that's what
Et
it was.
globalement, d'après ce qu'il a
It's
pu
definitely not
apprendre par
something
la
I was
suite,
looking for.
à chaque fois qu'un de ces tests avait lieu, cet
The
orbe
lady who
blanc
was my energy
apparaissait.
moving lady,
Et
and
ceci a eu lieu jusqu'au
who I
moment
spoke
où
to recently,
les Russes aussi
today or
ont
yesterday,
eu des capacités stratégiques
couldn't,
similaires. Et donc on peut en
diagnose me with
conclure
that,
que vu qu'à ce moment-là, l'orbe blanc a disparu,
state of being.
c'était une
Kundalini
intervention
awakening.
afin de respecter l'équilibre des pouvoirs. Il y a pas mal de choses autres que je pourrais dire sur ce groupe, mais globalement, c'est pas des gens d'ici. Et ils n'ont aucune allégeance avec aucun gouvernement terrestre.
Not a superpower, but
it's an ability to put a calmness upon améliorer leur capacité balistique intercontinentale quelques mois après. Notre missile Trident a pu faire ses exercices tranquillement et l'orbe blanc a donc cessé d'apparaître. La balance des pouvoirs a été restaurée.
Okay.
Or, il faut que je vous dise autour du moment où je me suis intéressé à ce remote.
I think that's some guy trying to debunk him or something like that. But anyway, let's see here. Oh, well, now we're up to 13 people. Fascinating. We have been broadcasting now for 2 hours and 3 minutes. And, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll shut it down. But, the deal is, yeah, okay, so you're mentioning that, the guy who writes The Simpsons must have insider information because he gets all that shit right. Okay, well, I think with that, I mean, that's obvious. I mean, that's what anyone would maybe think off the beginning, from the very beginning. But I think I've been, surprised to discover or embrace the idea or whatever that a lot of these people, these directors, like the director for Batman, whichever Batman had all that predictive programming in it. A lot of these people may not be in a type of, organization like that where they're getting all this insider information. It may be that this is one of these type of matrix-like things where information just seems to come to people, but more than one person, so the message will get out. I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, you start talking about The Simpsons. Well, that just gets a little bit obvious. I mean, they even had the one about Prince, where Homer Simpson kills Prince with his own guitar, before Prince died. I mean, that's pretty bad, man. And, I don't know exactly what all Prince was doing or what he was revealing, but he was on Tavis Smalley's show talking about chemtrails. I think that's as much as what got him killed as anything. Talking about it just at the time. I mean, not that I'm in any trouble, not that I'm even talking about chemtrails, but if I was, and if I was making all these, rallying against it, which I am, theoretically, you know what I mean? It's just, you gotta choose your battles in this world. You know what I mean? Oh, Jay Essex. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I don't know what to think about that guy. I mean, I have a hard time giving him any credit. Jay Essex. I mean, he just sounds like a fat old man, know-it-all. Oh, I'm just a know-it-all. I know about aliens. Yeah, I was, conducted yesterday. It's like, what? You fucking old piece of shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Jay Essex. And then, of course, he's the one that's in the excursion of people with, like, James Rink, and they all get arrested. Not arrested, but they abducted or something at night at this hotel here in the United States. I'm like, what? Yeah, y'all are on something. I mean, they're on some type of mind control program, but they ain't going up in outer space. Jay Essex, I promise you, has never been off the face of this earth. I mean, he's off his rocker. For she's a fucking crazy guy that just makes shit up. Or he's got some type of entity attachment, maybe, that gives him some advanced information every once in a while. But, I mean, for the most part, Jay Essex, man, he's a fucking douchebag, dude. He's fucking ridiculous, man. Can't stand that punk. Fucking Jay Essex. Jay Essex is about like fucking, what's his name? Old James Rink. You motherfuckers. Fucking punks, man. Can't stand that shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, y'all ought to see my new grinding apparatus. I don't want to take this in there right now because I gotta go ahead and eat some cookies, y'all. And so appreciate everyone for tuning in. This awesome episode of You Don't Know Live. We went for a pretty good little haul there without too many breaks. So listened to a lot of comments and commentary and responded to a lot of this in 2 hours, 8 minutes and 33, now 34, now 35, now 36 seconds. You got this? You're on fucking fire. Okay, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel right here, the one that you're watching. Be sure and go to youdon'tknow.io and buy my book, My Family Created the National Security State, in parentheses, no need to thank me. You can get that book for an automatic download, an ebook, PDF format for $8. $8. You get the book. It's the story of my life, the story of my family, of the pharaonic dominators, the whole 9 yards. $8. So rush there and buy that. And while you're there, or while you are at any of our other sites, for instance, girlingwest.org, and also girlingwest.com, which is soon to be back up, and Bases Texas.org and Bases Texas.org, Bases Texas.org /news. To you can see some of our other affiliate links there, like with the ink boxes, this new type of tattoo stuff. This makes a semi-permanent tattoo. It's fucking badass. Or if your old lady, you know, she likes makeup and shit like that, we're selling the cosmetic brands called IXGO. It's badass. They don't test it on animals or anything. And no, it's really not me or our channel selling this. It's Girling West, you know. So I'll get back with you on the specifics of that. We've been approved by several manufacturers, and we've already got the links up. And so I don't want to just have a big discussions and talking about the world of affiliate partnering, you know, sales, but we're going to kick ass, that's for sure. And another good thing is we came up with a connection today, which was actually a connection we've already had, you know, for 4 or 5 months, you know, having to do with people's family and stuff like that. But I mean, we're talking about getting these cosmetics, these products from India, ultra cheap, and I'm already, you know, and having them branded, you know, with our brand, as long as they are not tested on animals or anything like that. The health and beauty industry has all these really high, you know, morals and stuff like this that you have to go along with, and not like I wouldn't go along with it anyway. But you know, it's the cost of doing business and stuff like that. You gotta do a bunch of shit like that. So we are seeing about getting our own line of beauty care products, health and beauty, from the health and beauty industry. That's about all we got on that. So now it has been 2 hours, 11 minutes and 51 seconds. I am signing out. Anthropos here at your service. You don't know, huh? So don't act like you do. That's it. Ooh, that's it. All right. Ooh. Can't stand it. Season. Oh. Okay, and I need to stop the live streaming. Okay, and I need to stop the live streaming.